Hey, good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's well tonight. I have been under the weather lately, and so I've not been making many videos. I have tried to rest if I can. So if I apologize, I apologize in advance if I have a coughing fit of some kind, like now. It's just been this season. I've went through the whole winter just about without getting any kind of sickness or whatever, and now I got this. But such is life. But welcome in, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part. If you're brand new here to the channel, we're going to be talking about a couple of things. We're going to be talking about a recap. I play D&D and teach D&D at a Boys and Girls Club, and so I'm going to give you a recap of one of our sessions that we had. I'm also going to be opening something up here at the beginning, give some people time to kind of flow in here. Something I bought. I thought I needed, but maybe I don't need it. I thought I was short on dice, and so I went to the store and bought some and didn't use them. So I thought, well, I'll open them up here. And yeah, so we're going to talk about those things tonight. And then before we get there, I do want to let you know about a couple of things. First of all, if you are not a member yet of the channel, you can get some free stuff. Yeah, you get free stuff. It's for $1 a month, but you get half price on it, right? So I want to show you one of my recent, couple of recent items that we have here. First is the is my Crit Happens Shadow Dark Fighters Earning the Blade. So what I have done here, I have taken the Shadow Dark titles that you get in the book here, and I have broken them down to where you can, for each title you earn, you level up and you get a title, but I want to make the titles matter. So I put through a system, basically how each character can earn their title. In other words, it's a role play opportunity for the character, and then something else for the DM, right? So on your odd titles, I think you get to roll on your talents. On your evens, you could do some sort of challenge for your players, and I have spelled this out for you here. Let me go ahead and just show you real quick what that looks like. So here at level 1, 2 area there is the warrior, and you just follow it along. It says there's a requirement, there's a review. In other words, somebody judges you on the right that you do, which is the next thing, right? So you have a right, and then you get reviewed on that, and then you have rewards. So there's a whole little process in there, and I've done that for every title for fighters: lawful, chaotic, and neutral. So if this is something for you, if this is something you're interested in, feel free to grab it for yourself over on drive-through, and I'll put a link here for you if you're interested in the chat. Also, like I said, if you become a member, it's half price basically. So for $1 a month, becoming a member, you can hit the member button there and go from there. Let me put this in the chat here, and you'll get whatever zine I get. By the way, not just this; it's whatever zine that I create for that month. It's only going to be, you're going to pay for membership, and then you're going to get the zine, right? So you're basically getting it for half price. Hello, Robert. Good to see you. Glad you're here tonight. And so that's the first thing there. And then the second thing that I have here is the 30. Come on now. Where is? Oh, wait, hold on. Was this it? Nah. Well, that's the NPCs. Nope. Yep, 31. Well, I can show you these here. Basically, there are 31 NPCs that I have. I can go back here. Basically, you have 31 NPCs that I created. These are the cards. And each in the zine, it's a page big, right? So you're getting a whole page of these stats. You're getting background. You're getting adventure hooks. You're getting a lot of things there that you can drop in any game. It's system neutral. So these are the cards that you get with it. And there are some interesting characters in here that would be fun to drop in your game. But these are the cards there. And so if you're interested in that, that's also, once again, members, you get that in the membership as well. So you can check that out. And I will also drop that in the chat. All right. What has everybody else been doing? Has anybody been doing any gaming? Let me know what you've been doing. I'd love to hear from you. If you've been running any games, let me know. Okay, so those things are in the chat now. You can grab a hold of those if you want to. And don't forget to leave a review, by the way. It's always helpful when people leave reviews. All right, so get that out of the way. I think I can do, let me see here. Oh, I don't know if I can, because of the way I'm doing this, I want to be able to do memberships. Because I know you can do memberships. The question is, how can I do that? Let me see here real quick. I want to be able to send out some memberships. Let me go ahead and, so then those are the people that say, hey, I'd like to try this membership thing. And be able to, let's see here. If I can send out some memberships. Oh, okay, I can do polls. I can do all that kind of good stuff. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to find where you can give away those things. Members only, start a poll, Q&A. Well, community moderation. All right. Well, maybe I won't send them out this time. I will send them out next time, which will be fine. I'll figure it out. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into I bought this for a whopping $6.95 at where did I buy that at? Second and Charles. And so I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and open this up here. Since I have not opened it up yet, open it up with you guys and just kind of show what's in it. I have yet to see the dice. I don't know if they're good, they're bad, they're indifferent. I'm sure they're not top quality dice per se, but you never know. Sometimes it'll surprise you. Let me jump in here, open this up. Struggling. There we go. So this is a case, and it's supposed to be a case and a, all right, so this is what it looks like taken out. It's a case and a dice tray. And let's see here. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, these are not terrible. I don't think so. Let's see here if I can show you. So you have basically a place for extra dice. If I want to put extra dice in there, that's fine. So these particular dice here are not too bad. I think they're legible. The numerals are legible on there. Let's see if I can pop this out here. There we go. And of course, falls on the floor. Let's see if I can get something else out. There we go. Let's try the D8 here. So here we have the D8. Can't see it too well, but it's okay. It's kind of an amberish color. I'm going to jump down and give this 20 before I trip and fall on it. And then they give you, so I guess you could have 2 sets of dice in here, and then they give you this coin, this metal dragon coin. So you have on one side of the coin, you have a dragon, and on the other, you have crossed swords. So I think that's pretty cool. So if you need to do a 50-50 shot, if you want to just flip a coin for it, or you could use it as some token that a player could use, like a hero point or something like that. It could mean something special. So you could do that. So overall, I don't think it's a bad little set. just to keep around for $7. I thought I was low on dice. I thought I was gonna need an extra set of dice because I had another player join. And so, okay, far better than I thought it was gonna be. So, oh, I guess you can, let's see, does it have, I guess you use the other side. I don't know if I would use this as a dice tray. It doesn't seem, I guess it is. So this is the die. I guess you can use it as a dice tray. It's not bad. Not bad. I'd use it. In a pinch, I would use it. But, all right, well, there we go. Now you have that. So I guess if you're looking for these, what are these? Campaign Dice Deluxe Set. I guess you can find that somewhere. You might be able to find it online somewhere. Maybe at that price, or maybe at your local Ollie's, or some of those places where you can get cheaper stuff like that. Let's see. Robert says, I bought a few OSE Adventure modules. Looking forward to reading them. All right, fantastic. Good deal, good deal. So let's jump into, I'm not going to be on here long tonight, but I do want to talk about the session that I had just recently on Friday, and I included a new student. That's why I needed to, that's why I needed to buy the, and so I included a new student, gave him a pre-generated character. I gave him a Warforged character, which was interesting. He seemed to enjoy that. And so technically, I've been playing, I only have, in this particular group, I only have about 45 minutes with this group. So I have to move things really fast to move things along. We don't get very much done. So in this case, we had to include another player, do all this kind of, introductions and all that. And then something happened that I should not be shocked anymore by what teenagers do in this game. And yet I was slightly surprised. Not necessarily, I guess I was surprised by the cleverness, maybe, of how this was set up. And I don't normally allow player versus player or PC versus PC. Player versus player, you can go fight outside. I normally don't let PC versus PC in-game do some fighting because, well, it leads to death and dismemberment and not a fun game sometimes. Now, if players are in on that, that's a whole other ballgame. So the Warforged player, I said, well, how do you want to show up in this game? And he said, well, I think because he's a Warforged cleric, he says, I think my God brought me here to meet this group. I said, great, that's a great backstory, that somehow your deity led you to this spot so you could team up with these people so you could do some things. That will unfold later. That's a lot of good, threads to pull on. So then we're going along, we're doing, I said, as you're coming up, they're in the desert and they're in a canyon type of area. And I told the two that were walking up onto the, towards the cavern entrance inside the canyon, and said, well, you see this kind of glint. And it looks like almost like it's shining off a mirror, and it's kind of blinding you a little bit. And so what they are walking down, I said, what you see is something that looks like half machine, half man. And one of the characters says, well, I go up to it and I rub its head. I went, okay. So, and then the character let him do it. So I'm like, okay. Walked up, and the other one, the Warforged character says, I am here to challenge you. And just out of the blue, I am here to challenge you to see which one of us is better, to see if you are worthy of my company. And I thought, this is brilliant. I said, okay, this is a pretty good idea now. Like I said, normally I would not allow it, but because it's in this format of not death, we're not fighting to the death here, but we're fighting to the surrender. And I thought to myself, where have I seen this before in movies? And I thought of Robin Hood and Little John. So when Robin Hood comes into the camp of the merry men, right? Little John, at least in most of the movies I've seen, Little John and Robin Hood get on the log, and are, over the stream or whatever, and have a little, sword fight or log fight maybe, bow staff fight maybe, and so they're fighting. They're not fighting to hurt each other, they're fighting to best each other. And I thought, well, in those cases, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then I thought of, if you've watched the movie They Live, where you have Rowdy Piper and, Keith David are fighting, "Put on the glasses." And, he's what it says, "If you don't put on these glasses, I'm gonna, I'm gonna hit you with this trash can," or something like that. And so then you have 2 rivals. One is resistant, and one is trying to help him understand something, so they have this epic fight, which is probably one of the greatest fight scenes in cinema history, and so they fight until Keith David puts on the glasses and then realizes the truth. So in both these cases, the play PC versus PC works because they're fighting not to hurt or maim or, kill each other. They're just trying to best each other. And, they're using all their weaponry though, right? So, like, they don't know. They don't, they don't know that they don't know their own strength. The characters, the players don't know the strength of the characters. So, I'm playing it from the fact that neither of them are using full capacity of power. Even though I'm having them roll damage, that damage is not full damage. It is, uh, damage that would, uh, cause the other person to surrender, not necessarily hurt. Now there were some good ideas here because the, I think it's the what is he playing, a fighter? I think he's playing a fighter. Anyway, he, winds up, oh, I'm sorry, he's playing a sorcerer, excuse me. He's playing a sorcerer, and he winds up getting oil out of his bag. He has oil, and he throws it on the ground, and then in his next turn, he just lights it on. He just does what does he write? Not a flame strike, but something like that, and basically lights the oil on fire, and the Warforged is in there, and he's trying to make him slip and fall in it the first time when he puts the oil down, and the Warforged rolls a 20, so he doesn't slip. He basically digs his heels into the ground to where he is not slipping. And then on the next turn, he sets that area on fire and wears him down. So I think that whole thing took 10 minutes, but that 10 minutes was pretty good role play and pretty good combat for the sense of what that Warforged came looking for. He says, "I came looking to fight and to see if he was worthy of my company." And so it tells me that this Warforged is very proud, very, concerned with honor, and didn't have to do it, but that's his character, that's his backstory. I think in the thing he's a Marine, is his backstory, and so that makes it even more that he's military. And so he's military and he's also a cleric, but he's also wanting to say, "Okay, is this group worthy of my time?" And he winds up besting him. He winds up being bested by the group and then winds up, joining them. Now, they are not because it's short time, it's 45 minutes, they have not gotten into they have not gotten into, uh, the actual dungeon or this particular dungeon, I'll call it, in the, canyon. So they're not even there yet. So now the next step for them is to actually go in. So, what do you think? Do you allow your PCs to fight? And if so, how do you do it? What is your allowance for that? Is it fisticuffs, right? Do you say, "Okay, you guys are gonna try to punch each other out. Great, you're gonna fight. No weapons, but you're gonna punch." Or, or do you let them joust each other? How do you if you allow it, if you don't allow it, let me know down in the comments and say, "Hey, I do not allow PC fighting, PC versus PC." Or if you do, I'd be interested to hear how you do allow them to do it, without there being, irreparable damage done to either of the characters. So in this case, for me, it worked out. I thought it was good story that came out of it. I didn't do any of that. They brought that to the table, and now that leaves me as a DM with lots of little juicy bits to work with, especially with the cleric and with the sorcerer and with the dragonborn fighter. So that's a pretty good team there. A warforged cleric, a dragonborn fighter, and a half elf sorcerer. That's what I'm going to say. I think that's what they are. But yeah, that's my report for tonight. Like I said, I didn't want to stay on too late tonight. I just wanted to kind of share some thoughts and ideas with you guys, but leave me some comments down below about what you think about PC versus PC fighting in your game. Otherwise, I'm going to be heading out of here just because, listen, that's it. That's all I got. But I appreciate you guys showing up. Appreciate you guys being here, being a part tonight. Be sure to go ahead and once again check out the membership over on the channel. And if you would like to become a member, of course, I encourage you to be there. There's going to be more members only videos. I don't think, I don't know if I will do the reports, because I like to have the reports for everybody, right? I like to have the reports for everybody to look at if they want to have that, versus just members only, because I think the topic is so important of teaching teenagers how to play role-playing games. And the response to it is, once again, I'm not making a gajillion dollars off these things. So, I mean, probably 50, 60 people watch them. But I think those 50, 60 people then understand maybe some ideas and thoughts of how to engage teenagers at the table and how to build, build a game where you're teaching students how to do things like, if you're going to do PC versus PC, well, this is how you would do it. And once again, I think they did a great job of it, and they're doing pretty good, pretty good. But yeah, I appreciate you guys being here and hanging out tonight. I'm going to check one more time, if you will allow me. I'm going to check one more time to see if I can send out some, if I can send out some memberships. And I thought I could do that from the chat, but I don't see a choice. I don't see a choice in that. Let's see. Because it gives me polls, membership, and live stream. Members only, but that's not what I want. And it doesn't exactly tell me how to do. I guess I have to set it up in, maybe I have to set it up in the studio. Let me just check there real quick, just to see what is going on here. Let's see. All right. Let's see. All right. So maybe I can do it from here, if it will let me. Not entirely sure. Appreciate your patience, everybody, but I'd like to give away some memberships. I just need to know how to do these things. I know I've done it before, but I want to see if I can do it. Nope. Nope. Well, I'm just gonna have to save it for next time, but I give it a shot. I just have to have it ready. I always forget it when I start. I go, oh, I should have prepared that for membership, but that's the way it goes. I will do it next time. But anyway, everybody, thanks for joining. Thanks for being a part tonight. Appreciate you being here. If you have questions, if you've watched this, you say, I have questions about player versus player or PC versus PC, or if you want to leave your comments about how if you do allow PC versus PC, how do you do it in your games? Leave me comments down below. But other than that, everybody, thanks for joining, thanks for being a part, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.